what is your reaction to the times that we're living in right now? Like,
The times that we're living in right now,
yes.
I hope that it goes on. I hope that all those people of different colors, not different races, because there's only one race on the face of the earth. And what we're seeing is people of all different colors in the human race rejecting what is happening in this country today. And it was the death of a young black male on television and seen over and over and over so that we could nail it down that this is what happens to black males who resist, even who seem to resist. And we are sending that message. This is an attempt. I don't think the networks feel this way about it, but to me, what we're showing when we show that over and over and over again, it's an attempt to intimidate black males and their mothers, to let them know this is what can happen to you if you get out of line. And you don't have to get very far out of line. You don't have to be out of line. All you have to be is black in front of the wrong policeman. So I think that people who are resisting because some of them are getting the same idea that I am. And the only way we're going to stop this is if enough of us of all different color groups get together and put a stop to this. We have got to get over the idea of several different races. And on television, they keep saying, that was a group of mixed races. And I keep saying, it isn't a group of mixed races. There's only one race, the human race. Stop talking about mixed races. And when somebody walks up to me and says, I'm biracial, I say, well, really? Which of your parents came from outer space? And then they get upset about that. I'm supposed to believe that nonsense. You can't possibly be biracial unless one of your parents is from outer space. So when these commentators say, and there's a lot of races, this is racial mixing, I'm thinking, oh my God, did somebody come from Saturn to join this group? And I don't think they did. I think we all came from Southern Africa, 300,000 to 500,000 years ago. And that all those people who are protesting are descendants of those first modern human beings who were black. And if you would say to some of these absolutely determined so-called white people that I call pale faces, if you would say to them, if you trace your DNA back far enough, you'll find that a percentage of your DNA came from a country in Africa. They go crazy. They act as if, oh my God. And then they'll say, I'm Caucasian. And I say, well, if human beings had originated in the area of in the Caucasus Mountains, they couldn't have lived through the first winter because they didn't have any clothes and they'd have frozen to death. Now give that idea up. But I know Caucasian means people of Southern Europe and Western European extraction. But even those people came from Africa. They were descendants of people who imagine this, and that we never do. Those people who evolved in Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, went from there to populate every landmass on the face of the earth over the centuries. And they had no modern technology to do it. Do you know the reason that you're as good an artist and musician as you are? It's because in your DNA, you have a lot more black than I have in mine. And the presence of that, I'm serious about this, the presence of that DNA from those black people makes a difference in people. Make no mistake about that. I'm proud of the teeny tiny percentage of DNA in my background, because I have no doubt of what that makes me able to and determined to make the world a better place for all of my cousins. And every person on the face of the earth is my 30th to 50th cousin. I get really angry when my pale-faced cousins abuse my cousins of different color groups because of pale-faced cousins' ignorance. You can't call them stupid because you can't fix stupid, but you can call them ignorant because you can fix ignorance with education. Now, you didn't want to know all that, but you have no question. If you want me to have answers, yes or no questions, don't ask.
I could listen to you talk for days on end, okay? I go all over YouTube. I go all over YouTube and research your many experiments and your many appearances on places like Oprah and other places that you've spoken publicly. But
wait a minute, T.I., you have never seen me do an experiment.
How would you word it?
Do not.
How would you describe it?
It's an exercise or an experience to help people to learn to empathize with those who are different from themselves.